Our heroes have once again saved the city of Dragon's End. The city fell into the grip of a powerful lich, and after traveling to the swamp, thwarting both Makuta and Sovas, Thranduin found and destroyed the phylactery. The party returned to Dragon's End to finish the job, along with an interesting new member, Mintoroso, and his alligator, Albert. After many trials, the party discovered the lich resided within the town hall and promptly detonated the building. But not before rescuing Lady Palian of the Vanguard Hunt, last remaining member of the council. The people of Dragon's End set up camps within the northern forests, guided by both Terra and Marin in the harmonic ways of the druid. The immediate threat resolved, and the people of Dragon's End return to relative safety. The party returns to thoughts of larger magnitude. Harmony, Gent, two godlings locked in stalemate, the corrupted elders of the natives who have been deceiving their people and manipulating their ascended leader. The appearance of strange healing crystals popping up where Investiture is steepest, and Makuta, who last we saw fled to the native elders and received a strange stone tablet. We drop into tonight's episode between the chalky cliffs and sandy beaches of Dragon's End. Fizbin prepares for the ceremony in which Thranduin is to be brought into the inner ring of the Inquisitors, the Storm's Eye. With them is Terra, who has arranged the gems on her skin all blue and white stones, starting from white towards the top of her body and transitioning down to a darker blue. She has grown a bouquet for Berdi, who plays sonorous hymnals upon Bell the Lyre, and keenly watching all that transpires for future scribing. Minty, having insisted upon including Albert in the ceremony, who is now a long-legged great blue heron for the occasion. And finally Dayton, who has been in possession of the required holy staff of ever-cold glass and has begrudgingly allowed for the use of her prized possession. Other NPCs of note is Tessa, who is kind of in charge of the Church of the Stormfather within Dragon's End, Lady Palian, of course, Marin the Druid, Timmy, because Timmy, and of course, Mop Guy.
Woo! Mop Guy!
Woo!
We should totally learn his name at some point.
That's his name.
A stormy, rainy day, very gray, with darker clouds on the horizon.
Oh, the perfect day for this to work, actually. How about that? So the town knows what's going on at this point. Fizbin did not intend for this to be this massive celebration day. There's just supposed to be sort of like a spiritual, religious kind of deal that the clerics do to initiate. But he also remembers that in his hometown, that where everyone did worship the Stormfather, everyone showed up to these things anyway. So when Berdi gave the word out, because I mean, come on, it's Berdi, most of the town is showing up to this thing, and there are decorations everywhere, and it's just like it's a really cool, unique experience. Before like the night falls and we get into it, Fizbin does bring all the characters together, and he asks each of them if they are actively willing to participate in this event. The rules are very simple. You are either a participant or a spectator. If you're spectating, you cannot participate or be involved, like get involved in any way. And if you are a participant, you cannot leave until the ritual is done. Those are your two options. Okay. And as of right now, we have Berdi, Menti, Crichton, Thranduin, Fizbin, Albert, Dayton, and I believe Denki.
Oh yeah, send Denki. Thank you.
Yes, Denki is in this as well. I have him written down somewhere. It's over there somewhere. So yes, Denki of all people. How about that? And so we have 10 people that are going to be involved in this ritual. Is there anything anyone wanted to say throughout this ceremony, like before the ritual begins, that we want to talk about Thranduin? Any exciting moments, any great moments that you can like remember, or do you just want to just go right into it? Good. That's exactly what Fizbin wants anyway, because he wants to get this started. All right.
Don't everyone speak up all at once now.
I know, right?
So many good moments.
I had several listed out earlier.
Does anyone want to say anything nice about Thranduin?
Listen.
He's always willing to give a hand.
Mentiroso just raises his hand and goes, I have no idea what's happening right now. But I have the
Brady's gonna-
floor because Thranduin, and I just go put a paw on your shoulder, like pick a little piece of dirt off it, and just like, ugh, okay. You remember when you killed that one weird lady in the woods, even though Brady told you not to? That was great. That was really cool. Oh, and then we blew up the city together.
We did that.
I assume one of us is about to die, so I just want to remember the important things.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but
Yes,
Wonderful.
yes, Dayton.
Dayton's standing there leaning on the staff, her legs crossed, staring at Mentiroso with her hand raised. Who the fuck is this guy?
Points at the tabaxi.
That's a long explanation. Just an ally, a friend who's tagging along with us.
I've known him his whole life. He's great.
saved his mom.
All right, if Tara likes you, all right, I guess I trust you.
I'm the guy that
You
blew
need
up
this-
the city.
He did blow up the city.
Yeah, you blew up my city.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
you,
yours?
You were part of.
It
yeah,
was
it's my
not.
city.
I don't. Who did you get to design it? Because it was gross. This is not good design choices. Like I live in a swamp. And
I'm a monk. I'm not an architect. Fizzy, do you need this now or?
I would like to have that, yes.
You would
You
like
will get it
wouldn't
back.
you?
You will get it back, but we will need it for Thranduin's initiation, yes.
Oh, okay.
He takes
If
it
anything
reverently.
happens to it, I will break every bone in your body.
Oh. Well,
Wow.
Dayton,
She's
this
cool.
this is one of the most holiest of relics to me. I
Good.
will see myself
Good.
dead before scratches all this.
Good. And
Don't
I'll
try
be
it,
the one
Menti.
making sure that happens.
Oh, point at the guy with the claws. Okay.
I knew it was he was thinking.
I just wanted noted that during this entire encounter, Brady is like writing really fast because she doesn't know what exactly Fizbin wants or how much detail, so she's just writing everything down.
He definitely wants it chronicled, yes. But a couple of nights beforehand, we had actively attempted to rebuild the Tome of the Eye that he doesn't have on his person. He just knows that he needs certain parts of it for this ritual. But yes, you are chronicling all of this. Thank you.
Yes. And she's like, every time somebody's saying something that's like, is that necessary? She's just giving them a look like, really, really, you know.
I don't have time to tell you. Just do it.
That's right.
There was no time. A storm is coming.
Or actually, it's here. So let's get started. So you guys, basically, there is a beach, right? So you guys head out to the beach, and he begins to do this process of building the ritual circle. It's mostly a circle, but it's like it goes from like a point, and then it goes to one of you guys. He kind of arranges everyone in a circle, right? And then he has shards of glass, a lot of shards of glass, and he builds around like in a circle formation. And then when it gets to you guys, he loops around each of you so that it goes around in a circle, kind of with, little indents for each of the circles. The only one that doesn't have a circle is like, there's like top of the main circle there is where Fizbin is going to be standing. But there is a very large turtle. It's got like bluish hues to it ingrained in its green, and it's got a lot of scars on its body. It's very old, and the scars are very like white, very almost electrical in that sense. And it's asleep. Where it came from and when, nobody knows. And I'm sure if you asked Fizbin, he'd probably just be like, I don't know, just go with it. And on top of it is the storm girdle that he usually has. Fizbin is wearing the standard monarch robes that he had from when he brought them over. They're mostly blue with streaks and of jagged like white on it to represent lightning bolts. But other than that, he's basically very plain. He doesn't have any other accessories on him, but his hair, the very long beard that he has, and the top knot that he's got going on appears to have been combed in some way. Like he actually put forth effort into it, as if he actually kind of cares about what he looks like for this event. which is a little strange, but there you go. Let's go around. Brady, you want to explain what you are wearing?
Yes. So Brady is wearing a white robe / cloak that goes completely white until the bottom band of the robe. I can't think of the word, but it's that deep blue color with fadings of different colors blues. And then embroidered on this cloak is vines with thorns that produce roses. And the roses are also faded into all different kinds of blues.
Very cool. Tara?
So Tara has taken time to take all of her sparkly rocks and gems and everything off, and she's grown a big field of dandelions before this, so she could take the dandelion sap and stick them back on, ranging from like clears and whites and pieces of glass, all the way down in an ombre effect and around, working with her giant tattoo down to a darker blue. Over top, she just has a little white lace bandeau and a dark blue, kind of like a larger scarf kind of tied around her waist. She's grown lots of forget-me-nots that are blue and baby's breath that are white all along the crown of her forehead, and she's taken a little bit of gold paint and she's tipped her antlers in gold paint.
Cool.
Yeah.
Menti.
Menti Rosso is standing right next to Albert in long-legged great blue heron. And if you don't know what a great blue heron is, you should absolutely look it up. They're native to like swamplands, like the Everglades. They can grow up to like 4 to 5 feet tall and have 6-foot wingspans. They're like light gray and bluish feathers, very regal-looking birds. And Menti Rosso is just trying to stand exactly like Albert is, because he just assumes like that's the elegant way to do it. So he's just like standing sort of egret-y. He's got his arms kind of like there, and he's gone out and fashioned a robe made out of feathers of various pretty birds he saw. So there's a lot of blue. There's a lot of like bluebirds and mockingjays and just like a bunch of that. And at the bottom, it's frilled with like peacock feathers. So it's just got like a elegant frill on the end of it, and it's just fastened there with just a rusty nail he found. Is like bent is the thing that's fastening it together, and he's just kind of standing as elegantly as he thinks he knows how to.
So while we're preparing for this, Fizbin takes a look at your outfit and just kind of like smiles a bit, and then walks up, and then the smile turns into like a glare, and he points at the nail. No metal in this ritual.
Oh, okay. And I take it and I throw it, and I just continue holding where the nail was.
And he's back to, okay, thank you. And it just continues on because everything's fine now. Crichton is also involved in this. He has a bear vest going on, and the blues and whites that he has comes from not tattoos, but just like various splashes of color that they just kind of painted on him, like almost tribal like. That's what he's got going on. Can you tell me what Denki is wearing, Jeff?
Denki, for the first time ever, is actually fully clothed.
Whoa.
Fully wrapped in this long, you don't know where he got it, this long, all the way down to the floor, blue cowl, like royal blue. And the rest of it being these like kind of white silken tunics, and a single hand black dipped in like a black paint.
Cool. I dig it. Dayton.
Dayton, being in her winter season form, she's an Eladrin, being winter right now, is entirely just like baby blue. Her hair is quite literally just ice that's styled and shaped like hair. Her clothes, I think she has a baby blue or like ice white like robe or something that she probably tore off the sleeves and ripped the hem on so that it's a bit more comfortable and everything to run around in. But you notice as soon as she let go of the staff and handed it off, the arm that is usually the left arm that holds the staff that is typically completely covered in frost and ice, even compared to the rest of her, is starting to fade, and she's almost thawing out a little bit at just the small lack of touch with the staff.
Cool. And at the very center of the giant circle, instead of on the edges, is Thranduin. Thranduin, what are you wearing?
He's probably just wearing like pure white, just very simple, no real decorations or anything, just a simple pure white robe.
Cool. That works out perfectly. Okay, so Fizbin is talking to all of you as he's finishing up the glass, but he's talking to all of you as a whole, but he's also kind of directing his statements at Thranduin as well, because getting him prepared for this. But he says very simple things. Explains a little bit about the church and a little bit about some of the things that Thranduin has already heard in the past, the basic mumbo jumbo, and that we don't even need to discuss because you've heard it 1,000 times. It's sort of like an intro prayer to what's to begin, and then he kind of goes off track for a little bit. Thranduin, the Church of the Stormfather has had its fair share of clergy. Some translate and write the scriptures, others learn and preach the performative studies. More still fight for the truth of Tempos, the Lord of Ambition, God of Striving. All of these are names for the Stormfather. Everyone write this down. Brady, yes, getting it written down. Good. Now, as High Inquisitor, I was never expected to do all of the reciting and other performative babble. So, of course, I don't have the entirety of the Holy Tome of the Eye memorized, but I have some of it. I survived my own ritual after all. A few of the spectators, not so much, but that's fine.
Brandon kind of just looks around nervously at the circle. Like
the storm is ravaging around us at this point. Like it is actually coming down quite heavy, and the audience is just casually watching. But also you hear some hoots and hollers. Yeah, go Thranduin. Yes, super great. All that stuff. And so he begins walking towards the turtle and stands up on top of it as he begins essentially the primary part of the speech. With his arms wide, he says, "In these times of upcoming war and new horizons, it is clear that the Stormfather does not wish the duties of a clergyman for you. Rather, like the path of the Tempest, you have made your scorching mark on this earth. You, Thranduin, are being called to be a warrior, if not a zealot. Herald the coming of the Tempest and stand strong in its might. For once you survive the chaos of the hurricane, you will find the peace that is the eye of the storm. It is this ambitious eye that directs the path of the Tempest, and it is here that the few chosen of the Stormfather are seen and respected." At this point, the storm begins to strike down upon everyone as he transforms into his storm avatar state, with the storm girdle underneath him, which is weird because normally you'd have to be wearing the storm girdle to be doing that. He just is in the moment. And one of the lightning bolts strikes down as he slams down his the staff that was handed by Clouded Kate. I'm sorry, by Date.
Oh, he's rolling.
I love how you have no idea what's happening, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm so proud though.
I've most of these rolls I actually are pre-rolled just to be sure I didn't have to like keep doing any of this, but some I did not. So the lightning strikes down, or it comes down from the sky as well as in other locations, but strikes down onto the staff, and suddenly like essentially like a bubble forms around you guys, or like not a bubble, but just like the circle itself is almost like a teleportation circle in terms of magic, where like that's what you guys are seeing, and it's almost like a barrier. And ironically, the first lightning bolt that strikes down hits the staff and then arcs in an awkward direction and hits Menti.
Oh,
Menti, you've been hit with 29 lightning damage.
And I don't have any. I just assumed
have
I
no
just left
magic
all my
items.
items.
Yeah, you have no magic items.
Are runes magic items?
Yes. Yes.
I like instinctively like reach my hand towards the rune as it's coming at me, and then I look around like quickly and I go, you know what?
Reactions from the rest of the party to this?
Brady is
Alright.
going to drop her book and then scramble to pick it up because she's still gotta like note this all.
Brady, you look as you go to scoop up the book. You're the first person to see this, but everyone can by looking down. The circles of glass that were surrounding you have now like begun to kind of shift in almost like like a hurricane, kind of shift and form in a rotating direction, and then eventually they each start to form different images underneath you, like almost a platform of sorts. The lines that were connecting all of you, these lines of glass from Thranduin Center, help fill in the void in all of this, and now you've got little arcs of lightning that are like sparks that are just kind of riding those little like lines that are traveling to you guys each, and it's just like a really cool thing to see. Brady, yours has formed into like a blue rose. It is bloomed and it is just crackling at the edges. Tara, yours looked almost like a sun, but it's not symmetrical, so it's definitely more like a sunstone. It's got a shape similar to that with like sharp jagged edges, and the edges of that are like giving out little cute little sparks and all that around it. Menti, your circle has a slightly curved tooth shape, like an alligator tooth. Very, very basic in design, but also very familiar to you. Crichton's is a little bit more harder to see. It's more of an outline of a bear. At least it tries to be with little bits of glass. It's kind of hard to shape that. But eventually, like behind him, because he's an ancestral barbarian, the bear itself that he normally summons when he summons the spirits kind of appears behind him and is just kind of like there. So you guys get to see bear for a little while. It's kind of cool.
Oh.
Yeah, gives a little roar, all that good stuff.
Hail hydrate, by the way.
Oh, hail hydrate, yes.
Applicable.
Excellent. Denki's has an odd-looking pair of pants underneath his. For those of you who understand the reference, it's hilarious. But he's always struggled to wear pants, and now he has learned how to, and that's his defining trait.
Our poor Tarzan has come
for this
so
relationship.
far.
Character growth.
Yeah.
They're Daisy Dukes.
And inside of Menti's circle with Albert is also the excess lightning that comes out of this basic shape kind of forms around Albert's newly formed wings, and it's just lightning wings because why not? He's been an alligator with wings for long enough now that it's sort of like his defining sort of trait, so it's just really cool. And Dayton, yours is a jug with a handle. It's presumably filled with your favorite spirits, just kind of sparking joyfully, spraying from the mouth.
Yeah.
Fizbin does not have any circle. He's just he's riding a turtle that's still sleeping. And Thranduin's circle has nothing inside of it except for a very light mist of fog that is sort of surrounding his feet. It's very calm, it's very serene, and it is at odds with all of the chaos that is now surrounding him. It's very, very loud. The storm is kind of going everywhere, and Fizbin is now in his storm avatar state. So he just kind of takes it in. He's already slammed it down once. And by letting it go, the staff just stays in place almost by magic. How about that? And he continues. He says, "I, Fizbin Ramsey, am the will manifest of Lord Tempos. Thranduin Windspread, recite the words taught to you and be brought under the eye of the Stormfather." Now, as explained to you, you'll just say one line at a time, and I'll tell you what happens on each at the end of each of them.
May the truth of the Stormfather deafen the ears of your enemies in roaring thunder.
Lightning strikes down again, and Thranduin, you are hit right in the chest for 25 lightning damage.
Nice.
Undeterred, you go on.
Line their sight with righteous lightning.
Another lightning bolt comes down, but then a second one arcs inside of it, comes down and streaks out into 2 locations. One hitting Dayton for 33 points of damage,
Wow.
and the other striking Albert.
Oh no!
However, because you're in the same circle as him, I'm allowing you to potentially like grab him and take half of 30 damage with him. So
yeah,
15.
absolutely, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
I
so
imagine my hand never leaves him at this point.
fair enough. So you each take 15 points of lightning damage. Next line.
Seeing this, Thranduin like very apprehensive, but like continues on. And drown their lies in the everlasting storm.
At the end of, or nearing the end of this prayer that is always said under consultation whenever you're trying to give consultation to the Stormfather. This time 3 lightning bolts strike down. Dayton gets hit again for 31 damage.
Oh.
Crichton gets hit for 34 damage. And Terra gets hit for 33 damage. And then there's
I can
one.
just imagine that it's bouncing off of the pieces of glass that I glued to myself.
Now, throughout, you know what? There's still one last line, so we'll do the final line.
Blessed be the Stormfather and hail Hydrate.
Hail Hydrate.
Hail
The-
hydrate.
Hail
The
Hail
explosions are
hydrate.
everywhere. The last one is a even larger lightning bolt, lands directly this time on Fizbin, and then he sort of General Iroh styles it and slams it into Thranduin as well.
Whew.
I didn't roll that this time. I wanted to see how much would happen.
This is fine.
My mentor. He's doing.
37 damage, Thranduin. See, I didn't kill anyone.
Nancy Rosso the whole time is like, is this what religion is?
Yes.
During this,
His eye's still twitching.
It's got a twitch sound. Just like a tech.
the storm wasn't just in the ritual. So, Jeff, what happens to the audience?
Water moves in from the ocean, kind of a little bit amongst the feet of the party, but it kind of almost swells around, almost walls of shallow-ish water kind of moving up the shore, kind of overtaking the docks, and some people kind of backing up. Many fled after the lightning strikes began. I will say the guards for Lady Palian kind of get a lot closer and stuff like that, and kind of moving about. Marin, you see that he's notably stepped under one of the remaining buildings. But for the most part, people are just in awe of what's happening. I would say that the majority of people that fled were from the Endeavor and have not seen rituals of this like, whereas those of the northern continent, in Whistling and the like, kind of counting on not being utterly destroyed and the ritual going well.
Cool. Well, fair enough. That's all the lightning strikes, and that's the end I had for the ritual.
Okay. As the water begins to recede, these odd lines of kind of straight water, just kind of little lines of water, maybe 3 inches off the surface line, kind of remain. And as the skies begin clearing, they slowly turn to salt. Slowly they kind of coalesce into this small image, and quickly it darts to the foot of Thranduin's feet. This small little insignia. You don't know what it means. It's kind of hard to piece out. It's an incredibly complex, symmetrical little design. Are you touching it? Stepping on it?
Sure.
Okay, you kind of reach down and pick it up, and you watch as it kind of dissolves in your fingers. You have received a blessing. Most adventurers go their entire lives without receiving even one of these blessings. Cannot be suppressed by anti-magic field or anything of the like, but this is the blessing of protection. It grants you a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws.
Ooh.
Things slowly return to normal. A single slow clap. Fizbin, you kind of look and you see, standing next to Marin, is Theros, the drow elf. He's leaning against one side of the wall, and Marin squints up at him. And he says something quietly to him, and they shake hands.
I would do something right now, but I'm too worried about ending this ritual. I'll
If I
worry
move,
about
will
him later.
Will I be smited if I move? Are we allowed to move?
Oh yes, the ritual is over.
Can I have my staff back, please?
You've taken good care of it so far. I appreciate that and thank you.
Yes.
An almost festive air comes over the town. The people of Dragon's End. A fair amount of the people have actually shown up. Some, slowly the people who ran away kind of come back. They've all gone through a lot. A significant amount of trauma being under the Lich's thumb. But a more festive air kind of takes place. Someone even brought a small cart and is selling like toasted honeyed nuts, trying to capitalize on everyone kind of doing a get together. A bit of a whimsical air comes over the party. Some people kind of come up to Thranduin after like dipping a toe in the water, and then a few more feet. And then they kind of come up, and some people kind of come up and congratulate him, but they're mostly faceless people. Danky at one point does kind of come up to you and go, good. I think. I don't know.
Good.
Here. And he gives you the little big blue cloak, kind of fastens it onto you. He goes, okay.
Was he wearing anything under the cloak?
Yeah, he was wearing white silks.
Dang, boy, goes from nothing to silk.
Where was he keeping it?
I need that glow up.
Brady's gonna walk over as she is still like writing, because obviously there was a lot to jot down, because she's writing down what she's hearing and what she's seeing, because again, she figured just get everything down. It's better to get it than to hear Fizbin mad at her later on because she missed something. She's taking this very serious. And so she goes over as she's writing and gives Thranduin like a bump as she's making her way, like jotting down a little drawing as well of how everything was laid out and where everyone was standing. Hey, good job. And cast Healing Word on him as she says that.
Was Brady the only one not struck by lightning?
Yeah.
Nice.
Trust me, I'm sitting there sweating.
He's squishy.
Perfect.
The one that
Although-
Thranduin was like, man, can I cast Warding Bond in the middle of a ritual? And she ended up getting hit, so it was all right.
Yeah, I was sitting there as each person's getting hit. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get knocked out. This ain't gonna be good. It's fine.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you got double tap.
Fine. Fizbin's just got it. Fizbin's just got it out for Dayton. We've all known this. Fine.
It was just
I
like
mean,
the will of the Stormfather, like appeasing Thranduin. He's like, not Brady, not Brady, not Brady, not Brady, not Brady. He's like, fine, I'll hit Dayton twice.
Okay.
Yeah, Dayton would,
So
Dayton
Father's
would
like, really?
gladly
This is what
take
you're. All right, fine.
Brady's hit. Any day of the
Aw.
week, she will
I
take
took
Brady's
one and
hit.
a half.
Minty
of
took
them.
a hit and a half. Albert's sitting there looking,
Dayton.
trying to look stoic.
But could Alberta survive 30 hit points?
Oh,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, he's got like
Oh.
80 something hit
Okay.
points.
Oh, then yeah, it's fine.
Oh
few
yeah, they
ruffles
revised
feathers.
rangers. The
Amazing.
new
yeah,
ranger pets are.
They're good. The new ranger is acceptable.
Yeah.
He's the
Dayton's
weakest in
gonna-
bird form, but he still would have been fine.
Yeah, Dayton's gonna stroll up to Thranduin, kind of clock him on the shoulder. You've come a long way, Threnny, from cooking soup and whacking Otto with a spoon.
We all have.
Yeah. Glad to see you found something that suits you. Last guy, he was creepy. I got
Yeah.
creeper vibes from him.
Same.
I'm glad you're okay. And looks over at Brady. Yeah, you're doing okay.
Thanks for being here, Dayton.
Yeah. I'm glad I was.
Off to the side, Mentaroso and Albert are just like zapping each other with the leftover electricity.
The leftover static.
And next to that, Tara is like digging through all of the glass shards to find whichever one looks the most like the center of the sunstone of the photo. And she's like,
As you're
eventually picks one, keeps it.
Theros is kind of walking towards Thranduin, and from a distance you can kind of see him making an approach. And Tara, as you finally find the perfect stone, the one you want to keep, the ground shakes and you fumble it, and you're looking around, and you manage to catch it, and then the volcano erupts.
Oh.
And we're gonna take a quick
Okay.
break.
Oh, okay.
Is this a thing that happens?
This volcano is having so many problems lately.
Full on column of lava.
Oh, no.
no.
I hope that you want to. You're okay.
And we're back.
Yoo-hoo.
Good. Hello.
The countdown was at least a little better. We got a 3. We didn't get a
Yeah,
2
we
or
got
a
a
1.
three.
We're 2 and 1, and then we were just like, and here we go. I was like, oh.
I thought he got
was-
distracted.
I was supposed to
and
do
we
the
were
rest.
just
3.
gonna wait
spaces
and
out.
read.
Oh, look at the kitty.
I was
So,
gonna shout something inappropriate before we went live, but
Ah.
Oh, now we know why you didn't get a countdown. I understand. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
that's my new DM name. But I actually
Jeffridge Farms.
I am actually very forgetful. Anyway, yes, the volcano where Prince Philel said he was traveling to, where the
no.
primary village of the Iwanti is based for thousands and thousands of years, where they constantly were fighting into the lava where the elementals would crawl out. You watch as just a single rumble was given in warning, and then a massive explosion. Immediately, everyone begins screaming, running, moving. But as with most eruptions, something strange happens. Unlike most eruptions, something strange happens. You watch this massive explosion go off only in one direction. Into the ocean. Arcana checks. For all of ye with Arcana. Oh wow, everybody.
I don't.
Yeah, not too
I'm
much
gonna
fun.
do it
Arcana-
because I think it'll be funny.
Hey, with Arcana proficiency?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No. Wait,
Well,
wait.
that's a
You're a cleric
5.
and you don't have Arcana?
I have 9 intelligence. I'm at a -1 Arcana. Thank you very much.
I am
Caesar
also
has
at a -1.
proficiency.
Also, religion.
have
Religion is
proficiency.
what the clerics use.
Roll the 16 plus 11, so
Okay.
27.
Whoa. All right.
The Volcano speaks to her, tells her exactly what's going on.
The rest
She
of us
starts
go,
singing
"Huh,
Moana. I know
weird."
your name.
She has Brady for permission to launch that.
You feel you're able to oh my god, Dice Goblin with 20 gifted subs.
What?
Oh,
Hey,
thank you.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hey everybody.
Thank you.
Dice
Thanks.
Goblin makes fantastic dice. You should go check out their they're the amazing dice they make. Go ahead and tell me the name in the chat, and you shall go check that out. Thank you so much. If I remember correctly,
awesome.
that's Marcus's mod. Amazing human being. They're
Glucose
they're
Guardian.
amazing.
Dice Goblin just single-handedly took like a scary situation, volcanoes going off, and we're all like, woohoo! Right after.
You tipped us over
Way to
to
up the
100
mood.
subscribers.
That's awesome!
Oh, nice.
Oh my
Look
god.
at that.
Holy crap. Thank you, homie. Okay, so
Fate and Fortune dice, by the way.
Fate
You were
and
looking
Fortune
for that
dice. Amazing. Brady, you look up
name. Me.
and you're able to swiftly determine that gravitational magic is at play here, which is interesting because the elders of the natives are the corrupt evil elders of the natives that are lying to their people and abusing and manipulating and stealing from Harmony is using their magic, the control over the gravitational magic to protect the island, protect even your side of the island, and eject that volcanic eruption into the ocean. Immediately, the sun blackens. The sun almost goes out quickly. It becomes akin to nighttime as not only smoke but steam begins. No ash though. This is the most odd-looking volcanic eruption ever.
Brady is going to relay the information, though very, like, she's stammering, like, gravity, and she just, like, makes her way explaining this as best she can in her, like, very confused, first scared, then confused, and then worried way.
Not all survives. Minty, you note specifically that some lava pours down and great fissures open and gas escapes through the ground, and you immediately think of your mother gator in the swamp.
Yeah, no, I'm immediately conjuring animals. I'm pulling out two giant eagles,
Okay.
hopping on one, and I'm flying
Okay,
into
you
the
go.
swamp.
The rest
Me
of the
and, me
party.
and Flying Albert are going.
Yeah, as you
I
begin to
left
take
one.
off, you kind of pull up for a second and you watch as hundreds of dragons begin pulling themselves out of the lava, all kind of with this exact samely timed twitch, and begins turning their eyes towards Dragon's End.
Okay, I stop and I look back at the party and I go, "Dragons!" And then I fly off towards them.
Okay.
And they are just hearing a yee!
Immediately.
Wait, are you flying off to confront the dragons or go to the swamp to your mom?
I go into the swamp to
Okay.
find my mom again.
The party,
Again.
But now I'm excited about it.
Lady Perina says, she turns to the party and goes, "We need a safer place for the people of Dragon's End."
Wait, who?
Lady Perina, the last surviving council member.
Okay.
Tunnels aren't safe anymore.
Can I
Tara,
think of-
you
Would-
grew up here. You know the
yeah,
island.
can I think of anywhere? Is that guy still here, Theros?
Theros is still here. Go ahead and make a history check if you wanted to think of anywhere.
Because I know he has a
Are
lot
there-
of like trapped.
Jeff,
places
I actually have a
around here.
question.
Yes.
Those Harmony Sanctuary fields that we found when we first arrived on the island, are there any near here?
In the northern wood, maybe half a day's travel. That is where the people of Dragon's End are currently encamped.
Okay, that is where they are. Okay.
Many
I-
are here in the ruin of Dragon's End because they showed up for the ritual, but not all of them.
They'll be fine.
Where
in
are
the
my
swamp.
kids?
Your kids are back with the people of Dragon's End in the northern forests.
in the sanctuary. Okay.
How far away is the volcano?
The volcano is days and days away if you if travel by foot.
I only rolled a 10 for history.
Okay. You're scrambling for an opinion. Glancing about, you actually no longer see Theros. He seems to have dipped to either flee or go take a look around.
Can I, in front of everyone, I don't care, I'm gonna take a drink of Harmony water and just be like, please help! And
Okay.
chug down some Harmony water.
Okay. You.
As I see her do that, can I give her bardic inspiration?
Yes.
Can
Can I roll to see if I saw it?
Make a perception check.
Would also like to make a perception check.
I'm not hiding it.
Where?
So.
Natural
where does
20.
Yes, Jake.
Where does the tunnels come out from the volcano to Dragon's End? Or do they go all the way to the volcano, or is that something like the Undercity? Does that connect to the volcano?
The Undercity would be a long way and many indirect routes towards the volcano. So there is plenty of time, though there aren't currently any people in the Undercity. They have all been vacated.
But if the lava
Even though
needs
you
a
want to-
secondary place to come out of, you know, it'll make its way directly to us through those tunnels.
Yeah,
Jake, you have
it's gonna
inspiration.
funnel itself down.
Chat gave you inspiration.
Thank you, chat.
Funnel
It's just gonna funnel through. We need to leave now.
I left one of the giant eagles back there for you guys.
Right, but there is how many people here?
Harmony.
How many of them saved the city?
Tara.
Yeah.
Your mind warps and veers. Make a wisdom saving throw.
What's bardic inspiration?
Yeah, bardic inspiration.
Rolled a 13 perception to see if I saw it.
Okay.
D8 in it,
I'm gonna say you do.
or is it a D10?
I think it's D10.
At your level, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's D10.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10. I got an 18.
18. Okay. Growing more proficient with this, you learn to accept the madness and let it pass over you to get to the meat of the matter. Instead of a giant buck before you, there stands a pale human. Long antlers curling up and around, made of gold, and you can, with one eye, see what he was and what he is now. Very similar in appearance, but the velvet of the antlers kind of shredded now. Kind of a distant, far off gaze, almost wall-eyed, whereas the other is serene and elegant and graceful. Native. And you see a small pinprick of a black hole kind of rotating around him. Golden eyes. And he goes, in a distracted tone, oh, I forgot to set up the vocal effects.
What you guys see while he's setting the vocal effects is you just see Tara just be like, help, and chugs water, and when her eyes open, they've done the whole plated with gold again, and both of her antlers start to glow gold as well as the tattoo that she has, because she would pour Harmony water on it every time to heal it. Also, gold starts to come and glow from that.
He runs up behind you and
the...
keeps you from falling into the maybe half foot of water that you're standing in.
I want to be careful not to touch him, because I remember what happened last time I touched him.
Yeah.
If possible, Brady is also going to run to a point to try and get as many of, our crew in 30 feet range, but specifically focusing on Tara and cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
And that gives you advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, just in case.
Awesome.
So, is Crichton still there?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Crichton attacks.
Help me, Danky.
Crichton,
Get him,
as we
Dinky.
all know, Crichton hates Harmony, and the last time this happened, it took everything to like him to not attack, and he made this threat.
Right.
He sees this
Can I
happening.
react?
Yeah, in
Uh,
reaction, can I try to stunning strike him?
No, what we're gonna do is roll for initiative.
Jesus.
Oh
Okay.
What?
For
I
one
don't
time, I
remember
want
that
my
Crichton hates
initiative to
Harmony
be
so
high.
much.
Come
You're
on.
on an eagle.
I mean,
Oh,
good.
which d20 to use? Which d20 to use? All right, this one rolled me a nat 20 last time. Okay.
15.
22.
23.
Put them in the chat for me after you say it, but do say it.
Fine.
I'm pulling up the combat music.
Oh, damn.
Why isn't that enter button working? Okay.
That's a 3.
I will turn into a golden giant eagle and fly away.
Am I controlling the giant eagle?
What?
so, yeah.
Take a look at the spell for me.
It's just it's a thing that takes my initiative after me, and it does what I say regardless of if I do it on a bonus action
Wait.
or not. It just
Oh.
is a beast.
Then you verbally control the giant eagle. It sounds like. Oh, the one that's there.
Yeah.
Well, are you close enough
And
to
when
make
it's
verbal
conjured-
commands?
When it's conjure animals, I don't have to make. I can just leave it as like help the party, and then it will do.
Yeah. Absolutely. I don't have anything to do because he's in control of Crichton now. I don't have any.
Oh, wait, you have my
You have Danky.
you have my character sheet. You can run Crichton if you want.
You attacked.
Well,
you
what
do
about
it.
Dinky?
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, that's
All right.
true. Oh,
Max
this
the
guy.
DM this
on, I
session.
gotta-
He's supposed to be protecting me.
yeah, that's true.
He's my buddy.
Yeah, but he's Crichton's buddy too.
How,
Yeah,
do
but
we
he was
remember?
my buddy before he met any of them.
It's like
True.
he's been Tara's buddy longer.
Yeah.
Do we remember what happened? What were you mentioning about not touching someone? Was it only Danky or was it people from the island? Like, refresh
The
my
last
mind.
the last time I did a big ritual to talk to Harmony, Danky came and like helped me because I succumbed to the madness. And when I touched him, he became Harmony. Harmony took him over for a minute, so that's why I'm trying not to touch anyone.
Yeah. And then when
Okay.
you're at the monolith, you actually lost control of your physical self and like projected.
Yep.
Which is a similar case now. So
you
Danky
roll
got an
for-
11. What's up?
Okay, cool. I'm going before Crichton. Cool.
No, that's Danky. Danky got an 11.
No, but I just saw Crichton's in the
Oh,
chat.
okay. 22
Me
for Brittany,
too.
23 for Dayton. Damn.
I'm a Dexy bitch.
Ooh.
Dayton, Brittany.
6 for the
I have
giant
mixed
eagle.
feelings about this.
I
I have mixed feelings. We all have mixed feelings.
But I know exactly how Crichton
but I'm
would
not rolling
respond in this scenario.
Right.
Yeah, Ben said, fuck you guys, I'm going home.
Mama,
I have to protect
mommy.
Mom
I'm
is
a basic
in danger of the
child.
lava.
Yeah, I
She's
care way
probably
more
a
about
no
this
sense
fish
of
mom.
the
at
mom
this
is
point. Or an
a little bit-
alligator, sorry.
I
She's
don't
probably a
need you
fish
to
mom.
wish that upon me right now, because I'll come back invisibly. You won't even know. Arrows are just gonna start falling.
That's fine, I can deflect missiles and throw them right back at you.
Not
and
if
hurt
they're
your own
invisible.
arrows. Yes, I can.
Reflects arrow,
No.
then
I'm
cloud
a
runes
monk.
back onto.
Yeah, if you don't know the arrow's coming, you can't catch it.
I have spidey senses. I'm a monk.
What are you, a spider monk?
I don't know. Okay, what are you gonna do? Kill me with a single arrow? No, you hit me with one, whatever. Then I know they're coming.
Okay. And then they'll still be invisible.
Right, and then I'm a monk. I got weird, like, tingly things. Don't question it.
Spidey senses.
Okay, they obey verbal commands by you. This is conjure animals. If you don't issue commands to them, they defend themselves from hostile creatures, but otherwise take no action. Are you close enough to give verbal commands?
Well, I mean, I was just gonna leave one and say take care of the party. So
Yeah,
that
'cause
was
he
the
did
last verbal
indicate
command.
That we can
I
take
gave
the
it.
eagle.
Yeah.
He said he left one
All
for
right.
us earlier.
Well, Dayton's up first.
I'm gonna see Crichton going to attack Terra, and I'm gonna try to pressure point him and stun him. So I'm gonna roll to attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna do them one at a time because I'm not gonna spend a key point for stunning strike unless I actually hit. So let's go
AC
ahead
16.
and your AC 16. All right. Well, the first one's a 24 to hit. So I deal 8 points of damage plus I'll spend a key point. Let me go to my key. Ha 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 ha. A key point, stunning strike. Make a con saving throw.
Oh right,
Yeah,
it's
I know.
George doing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have Dinky in this fight.
Right.
17.
Beats it. All right, next hit is a 28 to hit. I deal 12 points of damage, and I'll do another attempt at stunning strike. Make another con save.
Oh, that passes.
Okay.
I mean, you stunned him.
Oh, I stunned him. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like. I think at that point I just like hit. I just like kind of flip over and like try to swipe his legs out from under him and hit like full out Ty Lee from Avatar. Hit a pressure point and just go. What the fuck are you doing?
Stunning strike, huh? With half a foot of water under him. Splash.
His like
Sure.
nose and mouth are still above the water though. He's a big
I mean,
boy.
then if he's
I mean,
if
he's got-
stunned,
what's his
then
constitution?
I will kneel. If he's stunned, I will kneel down and hold his head above the water, but
Okay.
like pinning him down.
All right.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
He's got a high.
I don't
he's
want
got
to
a high
kill
con.
him,
He's
but I
not
want to
gonna
stop
drown.
him. Okay.
I could hold my breath for a while.
Yeah, it's like
That is my
he's
turn.
not gonna die.
Okay, that's Dayton Brittany.
Oh, we're still in combat. Oh no. Okay.
Theoretically, yeah.
Okay. Brady is going to, assuming Brady remembers about like not touching, right? Can we say?
Not touching
Or-
Terra.
Yeah, about how that made weird
Yeah,
things
that's
happen
fair
last
to
night.
say. There's been enough rough experiences that
If
it's
we're
kind
talking
of
about with
ingrained.
Denki, she was alone, so we weren't there for that.
No,
yeah,
but
I
there
never
was a
told you
time.
about
But
that.
there was a time where Brady did it and got.
Yeah, the last time
okay.
I drank Harmony. Well, yeah. No, Birdie drank it and went crazy. I didn't
Oh.
hurt Birdie.
Okay.
No,
well, then
I
no,
never.
you
I
don't-
did
you
a
don't-
spell. I did a
No,
spell
you
of
poured
some
it.
kind.
No, you poured it on your hand, and then you succumbed to the madness.
Okay. Okay.
After I did it and I was fine, you were like, "Let me try." Wow.
Well, crap. Then Brady would just negate the first part I was gonna say.
Yeah, you don't know about me touching.
Yeah. I just don't.
Friggin' Denki would stop you.
From touching her because, well, yeah, I was gonna like grab her and like pull her in, but if I had known, I was gonna like make it so it was no skin contact with the cloak. But she's just, the plan is to just like wrap her up and pick her up enough to misty step like away.
Okay.
To get some distance.
You misty
between
step
her
towards
and-
the shore. Can you do that with another
I
person?
don't think you can
No,
misty
you
step
can't
No.
do
with a
someone
person.
with Misty
No.
Step.
No.
No.
Dimension
I've
door,
gotten out of
but not
so
miss-
many sticky
Oh, I don't have
situations.
dimension door.
Maybe
You
you
did.
should.
I don't think Danky would let you get to me right now anyways.
Yeah, wouldn't he stop? Okay. We'll say he went ahead.
What if
and-
you dominate person to Crichton? That would stop him from attacking.
I like the two hands like this.
What?
I don't think I have. Yeah, I do.
Well,
Yes, I
no,
do.
because we didn't get the level 16 level up until after the time skip, which we haven't
No.
done yet.
Hold person
But
is
I
level
had-
2. Hold monster
I always
is the one
had
that you would
dominate
get.
person. I got a different one.
Yeah. Yeah, we were
It-
earlier. We were discussing dominate monster.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
And while
way
he
to
is acting like a
reveal it.
monster, he's not technically.
Then yeah, she's gonna cast.
monster? You're letting Terra turn into Harmony.
We've decided that Harmony's not really as bad of bad guy as we initially thought.
Crichton doesn't know that. He
I
certainly won't believe it.
That's true.
It's not our fault that he's off doing whatever he wants to do and
Also
not.
isn't aware, but also is very curious as to what the hell is going on with Terra. Because she
Yeah.
likes Terra. She's got that Feywild smell to her. Like,
Absolutely.
what are you doing, girl? I'm here for it.
So Brady is going to stand in front, whatever in between Terra and the now stunned Crichton, and cast hold or dominate person, which
Okay.
it's a roll. I think you have to do.
What
What
does
is
he
it?
have to make
George.
though? What's the spell save DC, Dorky?
Wisdom 17.
Oh, good thing his wisdom sucks, but I did roll 20 on the die. So
What?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know if she would initially know if that worked or not. So she's just gonna be like,
You would know that
Crichton.
it did not work.
Okay. Crichton, listen. I know it's very confusing and it goes against everything we were working on a little bit ago, but things have changed. Things have changed. What she's doing is not bad. It is going to help us, I promise.
Which brings us to Crichton.
And can I save my bonus action?
You cannot hold bonus actions.
No? Okay, never mind.
You're good though. Crichton, your turn.
I'm stunned until the end of my turn. Is that right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Tara,
I think so.
you managed to defocus your eyes and focus on the one that you find what he's trying to appear to you as.
What is it, child?
The elders, they're doing something to the volcano.
I sense
need to
them
help everyone.
saving the island. But
they're releasing all of these dragons. We need to save the people along with the island.
He looks confused. And he goes,
this is not true. They are not summoning dragons.
and then a image in your mind of a keep of some old giant ruin tucked away in the northern mountain range of the spine on the very edge, and he says,
This will help.
and then it's severed.
Like he showed me like a place to go. Okay. Do I have time to do other stuff, or is that my full action?
Make another wisdom save. If you succeed, I will give you an action.
And do you have advantage? You have whatever I gave you.
Still?
You said you gave
Unless
me.
you
I got a
already-
nat 20 on the first roll, so 28.
All right. You got an action. You kind of come to.
Okay.
You see Danky kind of hovering protectively over you, in kind of a concern because Crichton is as much his friend as well. And you see the party all very focused on Crichton right now. Brady
Okay.
worriedly having just cast magic, placing herself in between the two of you. Crichton, this Goliath that you briefly met in the volcano and fought alongside trying to save the giants, has attacked you. Or has made the attempt. Also, hi, Dosha Pasta.
Okay. Tara is gonna come to and just be like, he showed me a safe place to go. Everybody, we need to move as fast as we can, and I'm going to summon 6 giant eagles
Okay. Holy
to
crap.
try and carry as many people as we can, if not lead the way to the way that we need to go, and just command all of them, grab everyone you can, and I'm gonna hop on one, and I'm gonna like, Birdie is right there, I'm gonna grab Birdie and I'm gonna throw her onto the back of it as well. And
Nice.
however many they can carry, I think 2, or can they carry 2 on top and 1 in talons?
1 in talons, yes.
Okay. And then it will just grab Danky and I'll just be like, Bobby! And
Okay. That brings
we're
us...
we're out of combat then, right?
Yeah, I'd say we're out of combat.
Brainard was like, huh? What? Eagles?
The eagles are coming!
What is happening?
Why?
Oh man, my heart! It's
Yeah,
so
seriously.
many
It's almost as
So
if this
many
campaign's been
birds.
going on for almost 2 years.
Spontaneous
My giant eagle's looking around like, what the fuck is happening?
let's go along with the fun!
That was my job. What are you guys doing here?
I said I got this, trying to carry a bunch of people.
It's a one-trip eagle.
Yeah.
He's just flat on the ground, 7 people are on his back.
Marin will also turn into a giant eagle and assist.
Oh,
Brainard
okay.
will summon his steed.
You have a steed?
I have fine steed.
Yeah.
And
So
it
you
will.
summon a horse and Dayton's just like, really?
No, I don't summon a horse.
Hey.
As a half elf, I summon a giant elk
Of course you do.
with his glorious, super extra, chef's kiss.
24.
But I have a telepathic link with it as long as we're within a mile of each other.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Two carries. Oh, 2 each.
So I'm gonna ride it into the city and start trying to like round up
Well,
people and,
yeah.
and get them
Maybe
to.
before everyone starts moving away, because Crichton's still very angry.
Crichton.
Wait, but did I convince him?
He didn't hear
You
you.
tried,
He was-
and then I
he
grabbed
was-
you and put you on an
he was
eagle and flew
stunned,
away.
Like he was stunned from Dayton's attack, and then he spent his whole action just trying to unwarble himself, and it's kind of like, you know, the movies where you're like just coming out of a coma and you're
Yeah,
kind of
like an
hearing things.
explosion.
that.
It's like,
Kind of what he was hearing.
You know what Charlie Brown's parents sound like?
That for the teacher.
That was you. You were very desperately in front of him going,
Yeah.
"Wah, wah, 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 wah."
And then like an archer, he's sitting there like, malt, malt, malt.
Yeah.
Ma.
But it has taken the wind a little bit out of him, even though it didn't really. You did how much? 20 damage, something like that. Okay. So anyway,
you don't attack allies.
Crichton gets up very angrily. Threadwin,
Now you believe.
Brady, Dayton, what is going on?
Everything will be
I don't know
okay.
if you've seen the volcano that just erupted.
I don't think you have seen what just happened to this fawn. Why are you letting her do this?
We can't deal with that now. Priorities,
A
Crichton.
lot of
Priorities.
things have
Our
happened
main
that you don't
priority.
understand, and we will explain it later. But right now, we need to save the people of Dragon's End. That is
No.
always our priority.
Our priority was always taking out the 2 godlings that were trying to take over this world, and Harmony was one of them.
That is big picture. Right now, there's something way more immediate. There are people in a clearing in
Taking
the-
out Harmony
in the
was
path
Jen's
of that
prerogative, and
volcano.
I'm not for that anymore.
My kids are in the path of that lava. We need to get them.
The giants are also in that area as well, but I
So we
cannot.
need
I
to
am not.
go.
I will not condone this. This is not my fight. My fight was Harmony, and it always will be. Harmony is destroying the spirits and is destroying nature as we know it.
Fine, but there are people's lives at stake.
Crichton, we have discovered things that you're not privy to yet, and you're mistaken. Harmony is not doing anything to the spirits.
Make a George, you okay if I have the persuasion check be this? All right, go ahead and make a persuasion check at advantage. Because Dayton is clearly helping.
I am a charismatic boy.
Oh,
Yeah, you
geez,
take
of
it.
the old
Sarcasm,
party.
or are you?
I have
What?
a
No,
neutral
no, that was
charisma.
serious.
He's
Yeah,
a paladin
so-
warlock. That boy's got
Okay.
charisma
Yeah,
up his ass.
I have my charisma's 20.
I just couldn't tell if he was being sarcastic, like, "Oh yeah, I'm very charismatic. Let me
Oh,
do
no, no,
this."
I
Talk
am.
about George's finesse right now, how he can just seamlessly switch between 2 different characters.
I always love when both
Kind
the
of
characters
impressed.
are here.
It's
It makes me
23.
very happy.
23. George.
He's an NPC right now, so that's on you for the difficulty.
Okay. What's his charisma right now? And his wisdom.
Crichton's?
Yeah.
Oh, his wisdom's 13, but charisma's an 8.
The charisma's an 8, the wisdom's a 13. Your
Mhm.
2 trusted allies that you have shed blood together seem like they really know what they're talking about, and you do trust them, and you also are very aware of the dragons, the hundreds of dragons that are filling out the sky.
I want to like tentatively put a hand on his shoulder. I know it's confusing, but I promise you I will explain everything after the chaos is dealt with.
You have not turned blue yet, Thranduin. That is good.
Was I supposed to turn blue?
The mirror image, evil, etc., etc.
Oh, right.
Crichton,
The
you
promise he
and
made.
I,
Oh
you and I
God,
have
yeah.
protected the people of Dragon's End. Right now, those people need us still. We need to find those in the clearing and get them to safety wherever Terra is whatever she is involved with that is irrelevant if it can save people's lives.
I will help you do this and make sure the giants are also understanding of what's happening. But, points to Terra, you take the water from her. She does not use it in my presence, and when we are done here, I am leaving.
Fine.
That's your decision.
Help me save my kids. I
Very
won't let
well.
anything else happen to them.
Okay. The party returns to the forests in the northern forests where Dragon's End is. The remnants of Dragon's End. And over the next couple of days, goes to extreme lengths to remain undetected. These dragons do not seem like normal dragons. There's something off and something familiar to let's say there's something familiar. Everyone make history checks.
Including me.
Yes. Yes.
That's a natural
Um,
one.
10.
If this is about dragons, they are my favorite enemy, and I do get advantage on intelligence history checks to remember stuff about them. But if this is some sort of magical thing,
Yeah, I'll allow advantage.
I'm not gonna. Okay, nat 20.
Hey yo.
Hey, yeah.
Jake, what was yours?
6.
Oh, okay. Minty, you get into the swamps. You get low. These dragons should have been able to spot you. Even invisible dragons, as you know, have true sight. You
As
find
everyone knows.
you find Gator Mom.
Mom, get on the eagle. I have no time to explain. Mom, get on the eagle.
She can talk.
Don't.
No,
Yeah, she still has the sentience.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
a sentient, wise being now.
Mother, get on the magical bird, or so help me.
roll persuasion or animal
Her up
handling.
with the talons.
She's trying to
Oh,
get
yeah,
away.
this is
She's trying to-
absolutely an
trying to
animal
death roll, and
handling.
they're just rolling her in her
When you're-
grip. Just
when you're
That is
animal
an
handle your mother.
11
uh,
on the animal handling.
Shouldn't he have advantage because it's his mom?
no.
If anything, that gives them disadvantage. Parents do not like being told what to do by their kids.
That's very
Actually,
true.
you kind of make a
she
good point.
refuses. She's too terrified of the idea of flight.
Mom, don't make me use the net.
Oh,
She's not. She kind of begins crawling back into her little cave.
Take out the net. I throw it on her.
She avoids it. She death rolls to the side and bolts for the swampy mire.
An emotional
Damn
episode.
it,
This is
Mom.
becoming.
We save all of the people Menti is fighting his mom for like 2 days straight.
He just comes back. He's just like an absolute mess. Like
Scarred and
pulls out
scratched.
his,
The worst
his mom
condition
in a
you've
net.
ever
I
seen
got
him
her.
because he can't
Peyton's
hurt
like
mom.
counting heads of all her children, making sure they all made it, and Menchie just rolls up for half singed and like just caked in mud and blood.
She's still death rolling in the net.
Alligator bites all over him because, of course.
Okay, I look at it, and I'm just yelling at her. Mom, if you don't get on this eagle right now, Auntie Flo is gonna die.
I hate the
Aw.
rolls.
I have to lie. That's
She's-
the only thing I'm
roll,
good at.
well, roll deception.
Auntie Flo.
I'm anti-flow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Wow, where did Flo-
29. Oh, I'm sorry, a 27 and a 21.
Fluxin, no.
So
All right.
27.
27. She kind of stops and goes,
Yeah. I know you like her more than me.
Valid.
little crocodile tears. She kind of comes back around.
It's okay. Albert's done this. Look at him now. He's got wings and stuff. If he can do it, then you can. He's not even real, apparently.
She looks around at the swamp and at the darkening skies and the dragons above, and you see genuine fear.
Mom, okay. It's okay. You just gotta come with me.
Okay.
I mean, at this point,
Yeah.
onto the eagle, and I'm flying back towards Dragon's End.
Okay.
I assume I'm going to see the other giant eagles.
It'll be a minute before we're
Yeah.
caught up with them.
But yeah, I'm going back until I see them.
Okay. The party. Tara, you're sitting there thinking about it, and you've never seen this keep before. Make a history check as you kind of run through the NPC cast we've got, or anyone else in the party who might be able to help with that.
It would be a dirty 20. Could I make any connection that we're going towards that dragon in the north that we've heard so much about?
Yes.
With the giants that's also there or something?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
that's
what it's
perfect.
about.
Didn't
Okay,
the group that we one-shotted as, didn't they come back with a map and details of where they went in their adventure?
They came back with a map and details of their adventure, but they came back to Dragon's End fully under the reign of the Lich.
Well, crap.
And
Okay.
so they're unknown as to what happened to
Great.
them.
Fantastic. Okay.
have
Y'all
information, but-
better not let Trippy's sacrifice be in vain.
That said, everybody aside from Trippy, please in the Zoom chat remind me of their names. Thanks.
Oh, I have his best friend's name.
Yeah, we'll put it in the Zoom chat. George.
Would Crichton have ever been there at any time?
No.
Okay. Because he has the Outlander feature, so I figured that might be handy.
That's fair, but he has not been there before. Okay.
Am I back with the
No, you're not. We're gonna get to that in a second. Because you would have been flying for hours and hours and hours, if not half a day or so.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a big island. So, as Tara conveys this information, and conveys when the ancient red dragon was seen flying into a specific area in the northern central regions of the mountains and Skiop Rip. Yes.
There should be by now a trail of dandelions from my previous ritual when I spoke to Harmony and he told me to contact the dragon in the north. I made sure to make a gust of wind, take all of the dandelion seeds, and make a path specifically to the dragon in the north. So if people just follow my trail of dandelions, they should get to where we're supposed to go.
Okay. That is fantastic. Okay. Beldrick Glungrian. Bell the Liar. The lyre that Brady has on her. After kind of being there as Tara conveys this information, speaks up with his strange twangy voice. Right, yes, there was a place where the giants and the dwarves met. The giants were afeared of the dragons who followed after them as they fled from the Great War, from their home dimension. But if there was an ancient dragon residing within, the runes will need to be reactivated. And I don't speak giant.
This is Haley asking Dorky. Someone does speak giant, right? Don't say it was Crichton.
Right, it's
No.
crazy.
I mean, Crichton, but also...
don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the guy who speaks 12 languages.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still need to talk about your setup because I like it.
Well, I don't know how to speak giant, but I do believe that our swamp friend speaks the language, and I understand runes.
I think, read any language, maybe.
Okay.
With the proper spell, yes.
Yeah.
the party returns to the people of Dragon's End and makes their painstakingly cautious way towards the mountains, having to dive down into ditches and hide in trees every time the concussive wing blasts distantly appear.
Dayton is being so beyond careful in ways that she has never behaved before. Like,
just hurting just like
Full
ducklings, but they're orphan
like
children.
full out fucking mama bear. Like, she has never felt like this before in her life.
Oh God, I'm so protective of these children. Minty, you return to Dragon's
Yes.
End just as night falls, and you look around, and you don't see anyone. We haven't met yet. And you turn, and there was no one there. And there is a drow. Very well dressed.
Just to be clear, Thranduin is also a drow, yeah?
Yes.
Thranduin's a half draw, right?
Yep.
Half elf drow, but yeah, drow.
Kind of sits there and goes, "Hello." He smiles, and you can see pointed canine almost teeth
Weird. I have
filed
those
into
too.
bites.
I mean, okay, stop me if this is racist to ask, but do you know Thranduin?
I do.
Another one for the losing team. Let's go.
He kind of just doesn't even bat an eye on that one. Allow me to introduce myself. He does not extend a hand, notably, and goes,
I'll be honest, don't care. Where'd everyone go?
I might know. He looks
Cool.
like he's
Well, if you don't
thoroughly
tell
enjoying
me-
this conversation.
Okay, I am just gonna not even pay attention to him, like, visually. I'm looking for tracks, for trails, for literally any sign.
Okay.
And as a ranger, I am really good with that part of
Right.
life.
Right. Go ahead and make your
Um,
perception check.
That would be a nat 20, so a 33 overall.
You see a feather caught in the rubble, but it doesn't help you track in any one direction.
There would be elk tracks from my
Ooh,
steed.
good point.
So there
you
would
do
be
you do after kind of walking about, he kind of leaves you to it.
Oh no,
Thinking-
I've
thinking
continued
he's-
the conversation with
Mhm.
him. I'm just not mentally in it.
Mm-hmm. You do pick up on some elk tracks.
Cool. So the last thing he said to me was, "I might know."
He said,
Where-
"Allow me
where they
to
went?
introduce myself," and then you cut him off.
Right. And then I was
Yeah,
like,
and then he would-
I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah,
Do
I
you know
might
where
know.
everyone went? I might know. And then I go, I might too. And then I hop back on the eagle and fly
Okay.
in the direction of the elk tracks.
You leave him looking appropriately frustrated, which, for the record, is 100% on brand. On brand with everyone how they treat Theros.
Yeah.
it brings all of us
Me.
joy
Except
to
Dayton.
just
Theros and Dayton are
thwart
BFFs.
him as any
Mhm,
turn we
this is
can.
true.
Not gonna lie, yeah, Brady kind of is mutual.
But you
with-
watch
They are
him.
BFFs.
You kind of take
Only
a
because it
glance
brings you
over your
booze.
shoulder at him, and he goes,
Doesn't drink anymore.
"That's true."
Oh, I would
That's how you
absolutely
became
president in
not
the
look
first
over
place.
my shoulder, but my mom would.
Okay.
She can whisper, and she's like, "You have upset him, child."
Why are we back up in the sky? Okay.
He's just listening to, "Mom, stop scratching me."
Mom. That's an alligator.
I just love the fact that you picked a character, an
Mhm.
NPC that expands both campaigns. Is just like this big plot point character, and
Absolute
we are
world
just
hubber.
at every turn just trying really hard to ignore him, throw him off mountains. Just
both
really
campaigns
just out of the
too.
way.
I didn't even know that was a thing. That's just who I
Yeah,
am.
he's gotten thrown off a cliff on several occasions.
It's kind of just a rule to just hate Theros because
No, I love Theros.
Just-
Screw you. all.
You were very sus of him from the beginning, and then he gave you liquor.
I think Brady has pretty consistently been happy whenever Theros showed up because it's like Christmas Day. He's
That's
bringing
true.
something.
That's true.
He
Like
brings
his air conditioning.
presents.
He's Santa. Wait.
And yeah, he knows about AC. Like, she's
Yeah, he
gonna be
knows
his
about
friend
air
to figure
conditioning.
that out.
Okay.
He had a weird, creepy mirror that showed us all our deepest, darkest fears. Like, that's interesting.
who doesn't love that?
With the party in the lead, you I almost said Jarl Perina. Lady Perina, kind of says something as the party is in this winding goat's trail of the mountains. Who threw him off a cliff? Well, mostly Crichton, but everyone was kind of like, yeah.
We were there.
It's not a self-insert.
We were all witnesses and accomplices.
Yeah. One of the rangers comes back, and the party kind of looks up at attention. You've been riding for hours, very stressed. A thin, long line of survivors, desperately trying to avoid being spotted. Comes back and goes, "It's there. An old keep. Massive doors." The party rounds into this small. Everyone kind of the party has. Sorry, Lady Perena. Palian. Sorry.
I was about to ask.
Palian.
Okay.
Thank you.
I've got to stop doing this because that's an NPC in Kjol.
You did that earlier, and that's why I said
sorry.
who?
I
And
got
you
it
said the
written
name
down
again
and
with such
everything.
confidence, and I was like, man, I'm confused.
I got
Like,
it
who
written
is
down
this
and
shit?
everything. I'm just dropping the ball.
Palian, continue.
Lady Palian has everyone kind of take shelter and hide for a bit, which has become the norm. In Terra specifically, you hear a small, almost not moan, but more of like a gasp from within your bags, within your pack, from within your inventory. You see a very small ooze.
The queen.
Lady.
Figure out.
Yeah, Queen Erevosa. And she kind of,
Okay.
you see this small kind of head kind of bloop up from the main blob and goes, "What? Where am I? What happened?"
Is she still speaking common?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Rather loudly.
I kind of like quiet.
I remember you, I think.
Yeah. Hi. Who was the giant that she was attached to?
Skiop.
Yeah.
It was Skiop.
Mhm.
Okay, I thought it was someone else. Like, hi. So you and Skiop got hurt, like really really bad, and I was able to help you, but we weren't able to help Skiop. I'm so sorry.
You watch the head kind of bloop. Where are we?
We're trying to head up to the north to a keep that's up there at the other end of the mountain range.
Whoa.
There's been an explosion
Whoa.
or an eruption.
Now there's a lot of dragons out,
There's a lot
so
of
we have
dragons.
to be
we gotta-
very careful.
Yeah, we gotta be quiet.
Okay. Let me know
you
if you
okay?
need help. No.
Oh.
Is there anything I can do for you?
No, I need to sort through my stored memories.
Okay.
And it occurs to you that, go ahead, Jake.
Oh, I don't know if I'm actually there or not. Are we
you're-
still separated in the sky? Or are we?
No, everyone's on the ground by now. It's been about 2 weeks of this, maybe 3, of
Okay.
slowly crawling your way towards this keep.
If it's any consolation, we took care of the one responsible.
Okay.
If it's been
Yeah, you're rejoined with the party.
Because
Okay.
vengeance.
yeah,
Because vengeance. Yeah, just turns away.
Just hot, like electric guitar squeal or something. It's like vengeance.
There's that one theme song that plays every time Thranduin says vengeance. And it's like da da da.
We've also all gotten a long rest at this point, yeah?
Yes.
I mean, it's been 2 weeks. I'd hope so.
Oh, yeah.
So real exhausted.
Either that or we're dead.
There was roughly 2 occasions where a dragon did find the party, and y'all killed it. And there was another about a week or so when Minty actually had himself move out to a little north of the swamplands and caused all sorts of chaos, throwing the dragons off the trail and making illusions and making all sorts of havoc, and the dragons began focusing that area and they couldn't find him. But single-handedly, at least a drake or 2 you managed to absolutely just snuff. The
And
party
Tara's
gets
been
to
trying
level
to
16.
Stay very far away from Crichton.
You've been taking care of Mom while I've
Hi,
gone.
Mom.
For that full week, all you guys hear is just an occasional
What's up, sis?
cackle from the woods, and then just a very angry dragon, and then a cackle from somewhere else in the
woods. The party enters.
Every night.
Is that
watching
all
over the
just?
kids.
I
She
don't.
doesn't
Where?
sleep.
Do you want to stay in my bag? Do you want to be on my shoulder? Do you want to be on my head? Where do you want to stay?
Tara's got 3 NPC pets to take care of.
And the cat's on my forehead.
Yeah, one of us can also, if you want.
I'll.
But I feel like she might be safer with you.
So it's been established that the illusions are tricking the dragons.
Yes.
Mine specifically.
At least enough to bring them in and he can get them.
Yeah.
Because I have major image.
Okay. So would you like to have gone and helped Minty?
I would like to stay with the group and create major images and like hide our passage and make it look like there is no one moving.
Nice. Perfect. I'll stay with you.
Okay. Do you want to be in the bag?
For now.
Okay. Bleh.
Like spaghetti in a pocket. Just bloop.
And I would like to stay with Auntie and the children, and I have pass without trace just at will.
Okay.
So I'd like to stay in the middle of the children so that they're always an extra +10 to their stealth.
If there's like one that's super clunky and everything, I think Dayton's just giving them a piggyback ride.
It's like it's like one kind of fat kid, you know. He just gets tired.
Or that really clumsy kid that just keeps knocking into stuff and stepping.
I also
They wouldn't have survived the Lord of the Flies. Like couple of...
I also imagine Isla, who, for those of you who were there in the first episode, was the cannibal girl that we found on the ship, is kind of like leading the kids, leading the charge, helping those who are younger and maybe not as nimble on their feet. It's really just Dayton and Isla who's Dayton's kind of right-hand man that's taking care of the rest of the kids.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
them all.
And the party gets to level 16.
Woo! Ah!
Yay.
Level 20? Wait, level 20?
Level 20?
What?
Hold up.
Okay, the party moves into this courtyard.
I'm getting a weird sense of deja vu. No.
And you can see it's kind of this half circle courtyard, sheer mountain. There's a very high, maybe 60 feet, I think I said. It was that second story of balcony facing the open ocean. You can hear the sound of a waterfall over the side of the cliff into the ocean. Massive double doors that are closed.
Have we noticed anything?
I don't knock
Along
that
the way?
loud.
I'm climbing up to the balcony.
I knock
Gosh,
lightly on the door.
Dang it.
You knock lightly on the door.
Yeah. I'm not banging on
Yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah. Nothing happens. Minty, whoop.
It would
Also,
This is really feeling like deja vu right now. I'm just saying.
I would probably also try to like run up and scout since I can just run up vertical.
You can run, or you
Walls.
can like you have a walking climbing speed.
I can just run up vertical walls.
Okay.
I'm a monk.
Damn, Mom.
So the two of you just whoop.
I can just Naruto run.
I would like to point out, after the week spent in the woods messing with dragons, Flying Albert is now looks kind of like like Mushu from Mulan, but with wings. He's just like a little baby dragon kind
Dishonor
of
on
thing.
you. Dishonor on you, cow.
Very good.
It really helped with the tricking.
The two of you vault over the railing,
We got to.
and you.
I go
see-
for a high five. Nice.
You're furry. That felt weird. Okay.
Oh, echoes, no.
Wow.
Ah.
You see
Honey, we're home.
Honey. You see a pitch black. Okay. You see a dimly lit, huge cavern. Some hallway doors. Small, barely big enough for a medium-sized creature, dwarvish make, and you see a massive couple of hallways that a giant would easily, of any type, would easily be able to walk through. A huge table, with little stone chairs up to one side and massive chairs on the other. And every now and then you see something like oddly floating.
Is there signs that of anyone living there? Like, is there disturbed dust or, like
Unfortunately,
anything?
You're not there. I gotta
Yeah.
leave this up to.
can I-
Oh, they're inside. We haven't entered yet. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought we
I'm
opened
just
the door.
walking in.
You step in.
So can I? Okay.
I'm
Can
waiting for
I,
Fitz to
just-
come kick it.
Retcon and say that at the
I mean,
end of
that's
the
the
last long
ultimate.
rest, Dayton shifted from winter to spring.
Okay.
As they woke up the last. Okay, so now she has that ability. Cool. So
Okay.
she is now baby lime green with green hair. Cool.
Post it in the Discord. Post it in the Discord. I know you have.
It's in the Discord. It's in the
Yes,
Discord.
go to
All
the
4 of her
Discord.
seasonal forms are in the Discord. Join the Discord if you want to see what she looks like. Anyway, just gonna stand back, lean on the staff, and watch Menti just fully strut in.
Onward and upward, my friend. I don't even
Yep.
think I know your name yet at this point.
This whole like 2.5 weeks they haven't met.
I would never ask
they
for it.
They still don't know each other's names.
It's like that
Catman.
awkward where you feel like it's too late now, so
Yeah.
you just keep going, hey, and then looking at the person you're trying to get their attention.
Me, I do this all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Also,
I
Speaking
mention
from
those, I don't think,
experience.
hey Cap, hey bud.
Good luck,
Venturosa is
Catboy.
also called very few people by their actual name in this entire campaign.
All right. Well,
I
what
like
is
to think
Menti's
that
nickname for Dayton? What is he? called
I'd have to
Dayton?
see what you look like.
You go to
Just like
confidently
imagine you're
walk down the
You
side
think
of the
they're 4
wall.
different people. We text you.
Minty,
Yeah.
you confidently go to walk down the side of the wall, and so because you're not familiar with it, you just float off. You just
Oh, yes. This was the thing.
There's a very brief moment of panic in my cat body as it does not know which way to put my feet.
I can't follow my feet.
You good, Catman? Catboy, you
There-
good?
And then I get the sense that I'm being watched, and I go, "This is abnormal," and I
Yeah.
just let it take me.
I thought you were always supposed to land on your feet.
I'm not really sure which direction is land.
All right, Fizbin, before you is the greatest door challenge you've ever seen in your life.
Looks like.
I did like the nice hello, and then Tara just like looks at Fizbin. I tried the Hufflepuff way. Let's do the Gryffindor way. Let's go.
Can I just try and open it?
Do you want assistance, or you got this?
Absolutely.
Can I just try and open it first?
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely, you
well,
got
I
this,
mean,
or absolutely you want
You
assistance?
don't see
I
any like.
absolutely.
you do see-
would
Yeah, I
use
want to
strenuous
check for
assistance.
traps, and then
Right.
Okay, go ahead and check for traps.
This is you spinning it.
she's
Check
just
for
gonna
threat
put up
traps
a
while I'm
hand
kicking
to the
door.
two very eager to kick the door down guys
Alright.
and be like, and just like start examining.
Waiting.
So what
waiting
what
to
is this?
kick it
Sleight of
down.
hand?
Perception.
So,
Okay. Let's see.
Just claws out, hair, the tail kind of poofed, ears back.
19.
The tail's like going out for anything to grab on.
19. You said 19. Okay. While you do see a lot of strange runes all over, you don't think any of them are placed in the way that you've seen before to indicate a trap. You don't see any tripwires or any oddly shaped plates along the floor. Honestly, you probably would have hit one by now if it was in the courtyard.
Okay, can I try and open the door?
Yeah, so there's no handles, but you kind of try to get you really try to, or you start pushing on it and to no avail, and you kind of look over and Fizman's warming up. He's getting his stretches in.
And she's gonna just step aside. Oh, can I wait, maybe I should cast silence. That way, if there is someone here, we don't alert them with the giant clanging sound of a door breaking.
I'll boop Fizman with for guidance.
What are you afraid of?
Dragons.
No part of you thinks
And-
I've already alerted everybody.
I'm a
that
dragon.
Honey, we're home.
We've killed dragons.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Fine.
cast silence on the door specifically, and
Okay.
also
Just in the area.
and also give bardic inspiration
Okay.
to Fizban.
You're concentrating on the silence, I believe. So yes, you're good.
Let me come. I believe that is correct.
Is that a
Wanna give
D8?
him-
I'm sorry.
Guidance.
D10. D10.
Catman and Elf Lady are my head canon names.
Oh,
Dayton and Minty call each other.
D12. It's a D12 now, guys.
Oh, it's a D12 now. That's so
Oh.
cool.
man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Big numbers.
Wow.
I'll take that. And
Unless I
Brandon's
did it as
kicking
a
it with me,
ritual.
so I'll take that
Or is it a ritual?
advantage. Sure. Why not? Okay.
Are
well,
we in silence? Because you can't do verbal component spells if we're in silence.
Yeah,
I
that's
I did
true.
it on the door, so
Well,
I
it's
would
a
have
range.
stepped out of
It's a
range.
ball.
It's
It's an
area
orb.
of effect.
Yeah, just a big bubble.
So bardic
make a
inspiration and then silence.
There you go.
Is that what you're asking?
Just making sure.
Dayton, you're green now?
She's in her spring form, yes.
this is plus
Okay.
athletics, correct?
Yes.
I don't even recognize you as a person I've been traveling with for 2 weeks now.
32.
32.
I got a 20 on the die.
32.
Oh,
I rolled a 20 on the die.
Natto 1
Yeah.
Lots of bonuses going into that.
Plus
I have a
guidance.
+7 athletics.
So you sit
And
there, you
then roll
limber
a
up.
d4 for guidance.
You wait. The silence and the guidance and all of that bubbles around you, and you're like, you look all the way up. It's like a 40-foot door made of solid stone, double door, and you sit there. And how would you like to do this?
We will
He's
rock
doing,
you.
he's doing the stretches, and Thranduin comes up and asks if he can join. After seeing Brady push and struggle, and Thranduin just gives the nod of approval, and together they sort of like run at the door and do a
Like an anime flying
rush the
sidekick.
doors.
But with no sound.
Almost flying sidekick, but we're too heavy to fly, so
Yeah.
we just kind of like
I mean, I could cast fly. We could fly.
really just arc back and slam into that thing. Give it a
And
good
with
kick.
a resounding nothingness, the doors just open.
Do we see Menti just floating?
And as the light of the sunset just breaks into the room, you see Minty just
And
Hey,
David
guys,
is
you
there
made
leaning
it.
against
just
the ice
side.
shaft.
He's just upside down now. I was like, oh, hey.
That's a new trick.
I'm still working on the finishing the trick part of the trick, but it's going pretty good so far.
You'll get there.
He's
That's
been
good.
at
That's
this
good
for, like,
potential.
10 minutes now, waiting to see if something interesting happens.
So, come on down, Minty.
Oh yeah, no, I'll be right there. Feff, is there any floating objects in the room that I can?
I'll toss you a
Push
rope.
you see
Can I toss him a
an
rope?
old decrepit chunk of brick, and you grab it to push off of it, but it doesn't change anything. You just now have a rock, and you're like, all right.
This is part of the trick.
Tara
What if
comes
he
in and just
throws
kind
the
of
rock?
Tara, the second you step into the room, you feel light
Yeah.
as well, and you start uncoiling a rope, and you and Minty, you see a rope just
Thank you. This is
Like
all part of the trick.
you start like twitching it, like grab the rope.
Wait, are
His
we all
eyes
starting
get
to
like really
close?
big. He's just
I
like,
used to do this with him when
Yes,
he
the
was
doors
like
are open.
2. It was the cutest thing.
How did Tara become like Auntie Tara?
Wait, how much older is Tara than Menti?
I'm 55.
So yeah, like 25.
So like
30 years.
when Menti was just like a little kitten, like a
When he
little
was-
ball of fur.
It's a
When
little
he was a
demon.
baby, he was in the swamp and he was raised by his mom and dad who are alligators, and I was the aunt who just came by and made sure that the semi-sentient cat was being raised correctly by the alligators.
Love
correctly.
it.
They
Turned out
failed.
great.
They didn't
F,
eat him.
For sure.
Yeah.
I am not pulling the rope down towards me. I'm actually just yanking it so that my body flies towards a wall, extending my claws and just like latching onto the wall,
You get to it.
and making sure that my bottom claws are in as well, so that I can just and then slowly let go with my hands and just like stand straight up. See, it was all worth the wait.
Well,
So now for my
that
early-
was rather impressive.
Oh, hi. You didn't answer when I knocked.
Who's that?
Where is he? Where is he?
What was
I
that?
yell wait. I yell wait to the party. And then to the disembodied voice, I say in Draconic, oh, you know, we were just out grabbing milk. The door was open up top, so we came in.
How have you opened my door?
And slowly, a medium-sized, sleek black, milky, bulbous eyes dragon on 2 feet kind of slinks into the room, looks up at you.
Now that it's painfully obvious that it is a dragon, I would like to announce to the party, it's probably a dragon.
Yeah, no shit.
Thanks, Minty. Hi. We need your help, actually. That's why we're here.
And he surprisingly quickly along the floor, and then gets up onto the table and gets to the edge and looks down at the party, kind of sees the rest of Dragon's End kind of having come along behind them, because I'm kind of peering in, eager to get away from the potential danger of the outside dragons, now kind of hesitant from this strange voice. And he goes,
I imagine that you are End of Dragon people.
Close.
Dayton
Yeah.
just turns away so that her tattoo is not facing the dragon and covers her belt that is made of dragon hide.
I've heard of you.
And we've heard a little bit about you.
Come in. Enter.
Tara's gonna trot in.
okay.
I'm gonna say in Draconic, how do we know you're not one of them?
One of who?
Is he speaking common or draconic?
He speaks Draconic.
In the responses you're saying it's in, right? Draconic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you not been outside in like looks at the fur? I don't know, a bunch of moons?
I've taken the occasional midnight stroll, but the sunlight doesn't agree with me.
So no, but like you haven't seen all of the other dragons that have come out of the ground?
I've been deep and far. But no, are my
And he looks a little nervous.
kin around?
I'm here.
Who else speaks Draconic?
Just you.
Looks
Okay.
over at Fizbin.
Also, Albert.
Yeah, right
maybe
back at ya.
kind of would look like one.
By the way, Brady is not indicating really that she's
Oh,
listening
wait,
to the
wait.
conversation.
I can understand this. I can understand all fucking spoken languages. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do not
I
tell
understand
Brady
all
So
that.
what
spoken
you're telling,
languages.
so what you're
Everyone
telling
can
me is it's
understand
just
me.
Is it from the
Thranduil
feet
in the
aggressive
dark?
comprehension? Because I feel
No,
like
it's from being a monk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of comes
Yeah,
forward and he
exactly.
goes,
Then you best come in quickly, I think.
and he gazes out at the sunlight.
Can I make an
Slinks
insight
back.
check?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I would also.
Yeah, what kind of vibes is this guy
mean,
giving
where
off?
else are
Creepy,
we gonna
strange,
go?
golem
That's-
vibes.
Well, it's
I would-
creepy and it's strange. It's also a dragon, which is a thing that we probably would not trust immediately given
Yeah.
the past 2
Right.
weeks of our lives.
So I rolled a
I'm looking at a
22.
16 on
Harmony
insight.
told
And I
me to
got
trust
a
him, I'm
25.
those are the
Oh
insight
wait,
for
are we
everyone?
all rolling?
Sure.
Right, but you
Thranduil,
guys can't understand him.
I'm gonna. Well, you can get a vibe check. Yeah, you can get a vibe
I mean,
check. It's
I've
just a
I've
harder
fought
roll.
the most dragons here,
Mhm,
so if anything,
It's true.
I just trust him. There's nowhere else we can go, and Harmony told me to go talk to him. So
18.
That's true. Yeah. So you originally 18 got it. You originally were like, oh, that ancient dragon that we saw, the ancient red dragon, but now you're seeing this one, and you're like, huh,
Ancient old white dragon? No.
19.
it might have been white.
Would I recognize this dragon, like this type of dragon, in any way, shape, or form?
No. You have never
That
seen a
bugs me
dragon like
more.
this.
I think at this point, Dayton realizes she can understand what's being said, and it wasn't spoken in common, and goes, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Just
Yeah. Over the course of the past 2 weeks, Mentiroso has gotten used to just speaking Draconic first, and if something responds immediately and it should not, then he knows that it's a dragon in shapeshifty form.
That's
Sure,
fair.
So,
A couple of times, Dayton responded without even knowing she was speaking Draconic or like
It's just
understanding
been lucky
Draconic.
guesses
amazing.
all this time
Slips
in
into
Menzi's mind.
all-knowing
And Menzi
languages.
just like, she's like, "Whoa, this cat's got anger issues."
you spoke back to me in Draconic, and I just disappeared from reality completely, and then just probably didn't show up in front of you again for a while.
Okay, so insight checks. What'd we get?
18.
18.
I think I got the lowest at a 16.
Oof.
And 25.
25.
22.
Jake?
19.
19. All right. So he seems genuinely concerned at the notion that there are now many dragons about. And you see him look somewhat protective of his little hole that he has here.
How does he actually seem about us being there?
He seems intrigued. And to further that, real quick, he says,
I have some of your friends here. They tried to come home, and apparently home was broken.
Bombed by a silo. Yeah, that was weird. I have no idea what happened.
he looks vividly, excessively excited about that. He goes, and he quickly up to you and goes,
Yes, I've heard of this.
Tell me everything you've heard, and then I'll tell you everything that I did.
Everything?
And then I just look back at the party and go, I trust this one.
Yeah, but don't let the toad touch you.
Dayton is standing, I think, right next to Brady and maybe Thranduil, in between the two of them, just translating everything.
okay. The rest of the party, the people seem like they want to move in, but Palion kind of stops and then sends the troops. And slowly, as this conversation is happening, many horsed guards with spears, soldiers, the rangers, some with bows, they all kind of trickle into the area and quickly have to dismount because the horses cannot deal just cannot deal with no gravity.
Man, I don't blame them. Wait, are we all just floating around in this casual?
If you at all push off, you will.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm stuck to the wall sideways.
Yeah, or if you have a climbing
carefully.
speed.
Tara, you have been here. Do you know this dragon? You've
No,
been
I've
here,
never been here before.
But you've
I was just
you've never
told to come
seen
here.
this by Harmony, right? What? The guy with the island and the horns and the water and the.
Yeah, we're trying to. He and I we're kind of trying to like restore all the balance and stuff like that, cause like gravity things, which obviously here is also messed up. And he said there were 2 dragons that could help me. One being Fizbin, and then one being the one that's up here up north. But I thought he said, did he say it was a big red dragon?
He said the dragon.
Oh, he just said the dragon. Okay, and I'm guessing that's this one. So
That's very interesting. You just are allied with Harmony. That's great news.
Well,
I thought I
he's-
saw
he's
something a
kind
couple
of-
weeks ago. Haven't had the chance to ask you about it, but that is
Yeah.
so great to get confirmed from you, Tara, my new beloved friend. Awesome news. Great to find out. And you trust
you're gonna
this-
freak out when you
trust this
figure out that he's. I mean, you're gonna freak out when you kind of figure out that he's like my dad.
Hey, Tara, maybe we don't need to tell everyone that.
Oh wow! So that means Harmony. Got jiggy, and then he had you.
No,
and you
no,
were
I
here.
just fell out of a tree.
Exactly, you've mentioned that, which I wanted to circle back to because
Uh-huh.
your kind come from the same plane that my kind come from, and we just don't fall out of. I mean, sometimes we fall out of trees, but you gotta come somewhere. Do you know where babies come from? I am very freaked out right now. Okay, are we trusting this dragon?
Yes, we're testing this dragon.
During my conversation with the dragon, I just kind of want to test the dragon as much as possible to see where he's at, like mentally, see like the brain on it. So I am flowing in and out of different languages during this whole conversation. I go from Draconic to Abyssal, and then Celestial, and then Elvish, and then Giant, and then Infernal, and then Primordial, and then Native. And I just want to see at which points he is following me and which ones he's not,
I'm
just to kind
checking.
of test the boundaries.
I'm checking.
The whole time Dayton is like, what are you
He
doing?
does
What?
lose
Stop.
you
Why are you
at.
doing all these
He does
accents?
lose you at primordial,
Okay.
but
And
everything
native?
else he keeps up with. And native.
Okay.
And Celestial, interesting.
And celestial.
I'm just keeping that information in my back pocket for no reason whatsoever.
Wait, can you say that one more time?
The list of languages?
Menti, what are you?
That he
Menti,
did
you-
not understand.
Celestial,
Celestial, primordial.
and native.
So I spoke Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Elvish, Giant, Infernal, and Primordial, and Native. The only one he didn't understand was Primordial, which
And celestial and native.
Did you
no, he
speak-
understood
No, he
everything
understood
except
those
for
ones.
He
Primordial.
understood everything but primordial.
And
Did you
the
speak
only
Oh,
It's
person
weird for a dragon.
I don't speak Dwarvish, but the only person in this party that probably would have picked up on what I was doing is the person that understands every single language.
Well, we would be able to identify you're speaking different languages. Just like you can tell if someone's speaking Spanish or
It would all
a
sound
different
very
language.
drastically different.
Yeah,
But,
but
to Dayton, it just seems like
We
he's
wouldn't
switching
know
up weird
probably
accents until you
specifically
finally
what
fully understand what's
ones.
happening.
Menti, stop
Yeah.
messing with my brain. What are you doing?
oh,
Yeah, to
I'm
her,
just
it all just
talking
sounds
to our
normal.
new friend here.
You.
Speaking of friends, goodwill, and then we talk of the black powder. Come in, it's safe.
It was actually grain, but sure.
Let's see. Argon, Tanis, Melora, Fang Van Vader.
That is the
correct?
best friend that Triple Dog dared Trippy to join the Vanguard of the Hunt.
And I
yes.
believe Dedath. All
Lord,
step
Dash,
out.
Trippy, Argon, Tess. Yep. Mhm.
All kind of step out of the shadows, wide-eyed. And that is where we're gonna pick up next episode.
This is gonna be interesting.